Having plunged to new depths, meetings with Portsmouth and Plymouth would now be replaced by trips to Dartford and Dover. But such minnows would have to wait because the fixture computer provided an opening day assignment with a familiar foe in Grimsby Town.
Our first spell in the Football League has come to an end. The fight to regain our cherished status begins today against last season's playoff semi-finalists, Grimsby Town. Tom Parks with the delivery. McChrystal added to the attack. Ball in nicely, and McEwen gathered. It's gone all the way through, surely! And McChrystal, it was, with a golden chance to put Rovers one up. He's got the ball in, Mildenhall struggling, and Disley! Oh, what a miss!
Rovers' first away test came at the Hive, the new home of Barnet. The Bees had given Chester a major sting on the opening weekend by piercing their defence 5 times without reply. And while new signing John Akinde had not been among the goals, a hopeful ball up the line in this match set him free behind the Rovers rearguard, and he ran through to finish the chance all by himself. Akinde didn't manage a single goal during his loan spell at Rovers in the League One relegation season 2010-11, but naturally enough he was on the mark against us here. Well, Steve Mildenhall was off duty as his mother was ill in hospital, so Will Puddy, signed only the day before the game, made his hastily arranged debut in goal. Unfortunately, the former Salisbury shot stopper failed to hold on to Mauro Villiete's shot, allowing Charlie McDonald an easy second 3 minutes before half-time. The scoring ended there, and the Rovers fans, who'd made up almost a third of the crowd, had a grim night in North London. Well, with 2 tough fixtures behind them, Rovers now face part-timers Altrincham, newly promoted from Conference North. Well, Darrell Clarke ditched his back 3 in favour of a 4-man defence for the trip to Moss Lane, but in the 18th minute, captain Mark McChrystal got his bearings all wrong and Damien Reeves rifled home from the edge of the box. Well, Rovers made a game of it early in the second half, and winger Dave Martin, making his debut on loan from Luton, sent in a high hanging ball towards Ryan Brunt, who hit the post with his header. The striker had begun his Rovers career with 5 goals in 10 matches, but this would prove to be his 24th game without a goal, dating back to March 2013. Well, the tide then turned back in Alti's favour, and a catalogue of errors following a corner from Brunt, Jake Gosling, Stuart Sinclair and Lee Mansell resulted in Nicky Clee's cross bouncing into the net off McChrystal's shin. With 15 minutes to go, Jamie White's centre was not dealt with adequately, and after a bout of head tennis, Lee Mansell rose highest to nod Rovers' first goal of the season. The club's first in 359 minutes of football, and of course, the first ever in the conference. But this proved scant cause for celebration, and the seal was set on a miserable afternoon when Stuart Sinclair pulled down Ryan Crowther in injury time. The clearest example of a professional foul you will ever see. Well, perhaps not from this camera position. 1 point from the first 9 was hardly the start Gasheads were hoping for, and many were wondering if yet another relegation battle was already underway. With Rovers rooted in 19th place in the conference table, Darrell Clarke later admitted that he was on thin ice in the aftermath of this Altrincham atrocity.